There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
I don't know what happened.
No worries. What is going on, everyone? Thank you to everyone who showed up tonight for this interview. We have a fantastic guest coming in and joining us tonight. My name is Eman from the C-List Villains podcast. Today we have Otaku, we have Katie, K-pop junkie, joining us, and my C-List villain brother Red, who's probably going to make a lot of inappropriate jokes tonight. I love it. And that's what we're here. We're not here for that, but we are actually here for a very
special. No.
This is not a giveaway.
Too late. You already showed it.
No, it's too late. All right, Duck Race. Everyone, put your name in for hashtag Reds Stanley. Just kidding. Don't do that. But yeah, we have a wonderful guest tonight for Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month. We went ahead and contacted a friend, and he decided to come, and he said, yes, no problem, you guys. I definitely want to come by and talk about art, talk about any upcoming projects. So Katie, let's go ahead and introduce him. Run that intro if you can, please. Tonight's guest is a rising superstar from the country of Malaysia. You've seen his dynamic anime art style on the covers of Image, Aftershock, and Dynamite. He's also assisting in expanding the universe of the video game Rec League, a mecha fighting video game by Enway, using his talent to create covers for their comic book. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lipwei Chang. Yay!
Boom.
Hey, what's up, brother and sister? How are you guys?
Doing good. How are you doing, Lipwei?
Hey, everyone is doing good. I'm doing good as well. Nothing better than having me on the show.
and we are happy to have you on the show to talk about Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and you're Asians and you're of that heritage, and we are going to focus all on you tonight, my friend.
Absolutely. I'm more than excited, happy to get in the show again. I think since we last met on the show, it was, I think,
2 years.
Many months ago, right? Many months ago. But
yeah.
I mean, after that, you actually thanks to Ray, you guys helped me a lot. Like you put up I remember it was a top 5 picks of your favorite artist, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And you were on there, I was like, I gotta show off Lipwei right here.
Hey, Red is holding that.
Red's gonna watch. He keeps showing that off. We're gonna end up giving that away, Red. You better watch it.
This is a prize.
Better watch out.
You better watch out.
Anyway, it's so good to see you guys here, and like Eman, Red, Otaku, Katie, K-pop, and NammaN, which can't be here tonight, but thank you guys for having me. But before we go any further, I just want to give a credit to the background here. It's actually my wife's place. This is actually my wife's place. If you guys notice, I've been putting up sharing her IG is actually Jackie Liu with a triple W at the end. That's her desk actually. Because my desk is on the other side of the table.
And we're gonna end up talking a little bit about her too, because I know she helps you out with your art tonight, right?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, man, that's a house of learned artists.
Yeah, exactly.
She's have been doing some level up process here. I can share with you guys furthermore.
Oh, you're talking about leveling up. You're okay. We're going to talk about that tonight for sure, Lipwei. All right, so we're going to hang out for about an hour and a half. If it goes really good, maybe a little bit longer. It depends on how the flow of the show goes, Lipwei. But man, this is your show tonight, my friend. We're going to be asking you questions. We're going to get to know you a little bit better, and we're going to have some people from the chat ask you questions. We're going to go ahead and address those, okay?
Okay.
Pick me.
Let the dark race begin.
Oh yeah. Red, I pick you.
All right, I got a question. Hey, since I wanted to know how you felt when you finally met your idol in Singapore Comic Con.
Oh, John Jang.
I saw the photos and all I saw was just stars in your eyes, and I figured, man, this guy's in love.
How about
Did
this?
you
How about this?
see? Did you see the loves coming out from my eyes?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna get
No,
we're gonna give you the opportunity to talk about that here shortly. The way we do have a question that may address that right there. But first, let's go ahead and start with this. From finding inspiration in the work of Akira Toriyama's Dragon Ball to competing against fellow artist Ivan Tao to being an art teacher and later on, doing covers for several comic book publishers. Let's begin with your origin story from schooling to the first piece of your professional
sure,
career.
sure. Hey, but first, I saw a couple of the comments. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Thanks for dropping by. Good to have you guys here. All right. I think okay. First of all, is a really good topic, and a good question that throwing from Eman to me when you invite me. You actually asked me about like, do you know what is AAPI? And to be honest with you guys, right, I don't have any idea about this at all. At all, I would say, to be really honest, lah. So I kind of make some research, and then following you guys shows, and I learned that okay, it's actually it's time for me to backtrace myself a little bit as well, because what I'm hearing from the artists, the collectors, like you guys been saying things about culture, where you live, actually inspired you to be a better person today. So I actually try to look back to myself. So in Malaysia, I live in Malaysia, and I originally from Penang. If you guys know Georgetown, I'm not sure whether you heard of it before, but it's a very very nice place with lots of cool stuff, local foods. There's a lot of nice thing. You guys should travel to here if you have time to be in Malaysia. So um in our era, right, like when I was really really small, um the art industry, I personally think that it's not that blossom, and which that kind of backgrounds, right, if let's say you would want to venture into art industry, art field, most of our parents will be like, like, hey, can you actually feed yourself, can you survive? It's a very very tough, industry to go into. It's not all right. Normally they will push you to like become a doctor, become a clerk, accountant, like Chinese, good with mathematics, although I'm sucks. So so like when you being pushed to that, and you guys eventually you'll find that a lot of people thinks that art is actually like not really cool, not a good stuff to play with. But I think I'm really lucky enough to have parents that really support me, because like in our previous show I spoke about um when I was really young, I think about 4 or 5. Hey, Geoff. Okay, Geoff is one of the guy that keep like Red, Eman, you guys like keep helping me to promote my stuff. It's really really nice person. Okay, so back to the story, right? So when I was about 4 or 5, I actually have my older brother who brought in the Dragon Ball comics into our house, and I start reading it, and eventually I start to like doodle and try to imitate the Dragon Ball characters,
Wow.
and slowly move on. From that on, I think my parents have this kind of, maybe I'm not sure, like imaginary or whatever they have lah. So they actually send me to, hey NammaN,
Hey guys,
PC
sorry
back
about this. My PC finally got fixed.
Good, 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 good. Your PC is
Yay.
because we have an important show here.
Of course.
So I'm actually talking about like when my parents saw me start doodling, start drawing, they actually able to find a local, like a small art studio, and send me to learn those like maybe different art materials such as crayon, watercolor, things like that. I actually I would say consistent learning until somewhere around secondary school, which is about 14 or 15 years old, somewhere there. So it's a long journey right before I actually go for art college. But I'm really thankful because when I go there, I learned a lot about pencil, like just now I mentioned crayon, watercolor, and up to the teacher actually allows me to join the adults group. They have adults having fun with oil or pencil sketching. Is much more serious, and I think is about young age at 10 that actually he actually allows me to draw together with the adults. So I think that I, I I I will be honest with you. I was just messing around because still very young, right? So and only once a weekend I go to the studio to learn. So I think if I look back, that is actually one of the point that changed me a lot, because I think that like seeing so many people being so focused, sometimes they mess around, they joke around as well, but most of the time they focus on drawing. They just try their best to draw something.
Mhm.
And if I look back, that actually changed me a lot when I went into art college, because i'm I'm familiar with this kind of scenario when it comes to like 17 to 20, somewhere there. But I would say I'm the lucky one because some of my friends, right, like when we know each other in college,
Hey,
and
Lipwei,
yep,
I'm
sorry.
sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt, but this is very important video. I want your audio to come through correct. So can you maybe take that a little bit off the
Off
mouthpiece?
or
Yeah,
A little
yeah,
bit off. So
yeah.
because it's keep
Further
on
away from your
interfering.
mouth.
is
Yeah.
it too
Yeah, there
loud?
you go. No, it's interfering.
Oh,
It
so
makes
is
noise, pop noises. It makes pop
oh,
noises.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it
I
now
want people to be able to watch it on this rewind because this
okay?
is very important video.
So is it now better?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
it's much
yeah,
better. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Okay,
I
great,
was
great, great.
enjoying the ASMR, Nom.
Hey, it's good that we have those IT, IT supports here for all this technical
I
stuff.
was loving the spitting on the microphone.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Hey, Hawaii Punch. Like I think
How's
Hawaii
it?
Punch actually won one of the John Boy's stuff, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember
that's right.
Oh yeah, you
Hawaii
won.
Punch.
Yeah, you won.
I,
Yeah.
I know
I
him.
love
I
it.
know him.
I
Rebecca
love it
won.
That
because
I only discovered about that. He's one of the winner when I watching the replay. I wasn't there the whole video, right? The whole show. So I only able to hey, Hawaii Punch one
I
art
love
of
how like we're fans of Lipway, but he's such a fan enough to actually watch the show too. But I think he was smart about this. He's like, I better be prepared to deal with this panel. I,
no,
I gotta
really
understand how to deal with this panel, so I better watch out.
because normally like
You
when
cannot prepare for Eman though. Sorry.
no, no, I don't want to ignore anything. I just want to further elaborate. But when I drawing, normally I will listen to something. Like from music up to talk show. That's a good show. I think it's called what from the channel what Eman World of Geek, something like that. Oh, I am really in the show. Okay, so I
Why,
have
thank you,
those
Lipway.
different. I'm being naughty, being ego.
You fit right in, man. You fit right in.
So I actually listen to oh thank you Hawaii Punch. Okay. Be right with you after the show. So I mean like I listen to shows, I listen to some information stuff, maybe people talking about the news, things like that, and up to movie or series. So I actually like listening to the movie, but I'm drawing at the same time. This is a really, really weird, but it's a cool stuff for me, a
Mhm.
cool habit for me. Yeah. So back to the part that I'm saying that I'm the lucky one because when I went into art college, I have a bunch of friends, and when we talk about our young age, it's not everyone that having the same, I would say, privilege that their parents offer, because most of them, some of them, they came into art college, and they actually are slightly older because they actually complete another course. Let's say their parents push them towards accountant, so they actually finish the whole, let's say, 3 year study about accountant, graduated, then only they tell their parents, they, okay, I have enough. Okay, I complete this one which you requested. Now it's time for me to, pursue what I want. So
Mm.
there's actually a lot of I mean, like, local youngster that being pushed, like, you have to go do the revenge after you graduated from the subject that your parents told you to do so.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
So I think I'm pretty lucky. But of course there's more story, when I'm moving on lah. But if let's say about young age, I would say this is the first cutting point. The second cutting point is actually afterwards, which is on my late secondary school. Should I stop, or we running too far?
No,
No,
you're good. You're
you're
good.
good.
We good, right? We good,
Yeah,
right?
you're
Okay.
good. You're telling us your origin story. This is all
Yeah,
origin
yeah,
story.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, to make more people understand about how Malaysian works.
Uh-huh.
All right. So in my late secondary school era, it will be like when I was, I think, 15 or 16 to 17 years old. That 3 years.
Mhm.
Previously I said I was having a bright journey on us. I enjoy, but there's once, especially on the 16 years old. 16 years old. Okay, I remember it now. In my secondary school, no offense at all. Okay. Um, like in our secondary school, when you move on to Form 4, the fourth year, which is 16 years old, you have to choose, I think you guys call it a stream, right? You have to go for a stream. Let's say it's a account stream, or things like what science stream. Is that correct? You guys having the same thing? Or,
Mhm.
or do you don't get to choose that? You
No,
can do whatever you want,
you're
right?
talking like a path. You're talking about like career
Yeah, yeah,
path,
yeah. You
right?
if,
Like a
if
Yeah.
you
major
go
and a
for,
minor.
yeah, the major,
Major,
yeah,
yeah.
correct. Major.
You majored
So
in accounting, and then everybody's minoring in art, so just to get back to their parents, because
yeah,
now
that's the thing. That's the thing. I
you
actually
went their path. Now it's your turn to go yours.
I went all over to the other path. But okay, here's the thing. Like when we have the major to choose, we actually have, just now I already mentioned, account, science, and one last one, art stream. We have an art stream. We have a major with art. But then one of the coolest story that I can tell in my year, which is when I was 16 years old, the whole school fill in the form, the whole batch, we submit the form. Turns out, from what I heard lah, from teachers, I'm the only one in the batch who go for the art major.
Oh.
Oh
The
wow.
others one, okay, how it works is that because once you sign up with the major, then you will study for another 2 years before you go for a final examination. And you can, for example, if Cination Comics. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Aaron is your friend, right? K-pop.
Yeah, yeah,
Ah,
yeah. I
this
had,
is who
I
you.
had, I had them on, and I had Anna on as
Ah,
well. And I know you ran into them at Supernova.
yeah. So K-pop, you are actually in which part of Australia? You are in Australia,
No,
is it?
I'm really in the United States.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm around. I'm in Michigan, but I just know them from the
Ah,
internet.
okay. NammaN, sorry, NammaN, is it okay now? Or I should
Yeah.
put it even further away? Okay,
You're
good.
good. Yeah.
Hey, thanks,
Sounds good.
thanks. Oh, okay. K-pop, I always thought that you are in Australia. Okay, so back to the part. We will go for a final examination, which, let's say for arts stream, you might have more arts subjects to deal with, but for account, you may have more account subjects. So in my case, is that we have a lots of batchmate that chose art as an extra subject, but not the whole major thing. It's not the art stream. Art stream only me myself. You know, like
Wow.
the whole school, the whole batch, so many people, only me myself.
Wow.
And I kind of like, I'm still excited because I want to do art for the last 2 years in my secondary school. But then the teacher told me that, I'm sorry, we are not opening that class this year. I mean these 2 years, because there's too less of you guys.
Oh,
Only
no.
you. So I was like, I was like really like, oh, I didn't cry, but my heart is melting.
You tell them
So
you paid for your classes, then you tell them to start those do that.
I mean, like, no one did you do O levels? I didn't do any O levels. A levels, no. My English is really sucks. So it's good that we still can communicate. But yeah, for that, for English, I do have some story to tell as well. So back to my secondary school case, which is at the end, like I think I only struggle for about 1 or 2 days, or maybe less than a week. Then I decided, okay, screw it. I don't want arts anymore. I hate art. I'm full of hatred, and I actually, because there's a saying, Chinese are good with mathematics. So I went for the account.
Yeah.
And you know what? In the end, my account actually got, I think I'm not sure whether it's E or F. Should be F, which is like really literally feel the subject. So I only got some like A's for the maybe some language like Malay or Chinese, things like that. And I didn't even get art as a additional subject. I totally like, go away. I hate you. I hate the school. I'm a man full of hatred in that age. And the rest of the 2 years, I was like, sometimes I just went out from the class. I don't want to study. When we have a discipline teacher may come to grab us because you didn't you absent the class, right? So they will come, they will talk to me, and I always like ran away to basketball court, play basketball, things like that. There's even time that after school, I just I just went to, we have those things like cyber cafe. I'm not sure whether you guys have that.
Yeah, no.
So we
Actually,
went like
we have it, but it's different. Like in Asia, it's more
Is it?
hardcore. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Over here, everyone has their
it's-
own cyber cafe. Now everyone has it in their house. Everyone sets up their own little gaming
that's
studios.
your cyber cafe. I'm so jealous. No, like in our because our time back then, I think the Wi-Fi, it doesn't have Wi-Fi. We don't have Wi-Fi in that in that older days. We only have things like the 1556 kbps modem.
Oh wow.
I'm not sure
Wow.
whether you
That
remember
is slow. Oh my goodness.
It's like
those creepy sounds.
Windows XP. Yeah.
yeah. Windows XP. It was really, really like stone age for me right now. So the only place that you can play online games, or it's actually they use the LAN network
Yeah.
to connect.
Oh, wow.
Like
yeah.
those StarCraft, and eventually we played
StarCraft.
think-
Yeah.
Oh man.
yeah, StarCraft, Counter Strike.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Classics. The
And-
classics.
Classic, and I think the other one called what, Doom.
Oh,
Doom.
yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Doom. I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
play.
The best
I-
soundtracks ever.
Yeah, I'm not doing well in Doom, but so I play like Counter Strike and
What?
StarCraft, and eventually a little bit of Dota. I think before that it was what Warcraft 3, Frozen Throne, something like that. It should be, if I remember right. So I spent 2 years, just playing basketball, skipping class, and I even skipped tuition class. And there's one time, let me know if I'm going too far because I have a lot of
Doing
crazy
great.
stories.
You're
Maybe
you're
for you
giving
guys
us
it's just normal
everything.
story.
It's okay. Go for it,
Yeah.
Lipwei.
So I even there's one time, I should have, because normally I cycling to the tuition center.
Uh-huh.
So there's one time I actually skipped the class and I cycling to the other friend's house and we go play basketball together. And the best part is, like I have been having fun like 1 hour plus, things like that. Suddenly I saw my father's jeep, from the
Uh-oh.
other side of the court.
Uh-oh.
Stop. And what he did is was like he opened the door and just looked right at me. I was like, oh, toot. I was like, oh, toot.
There's nothing scarier than a father's look when you get caught.
Yeah. And he has a jeep. He has a jeep, like because he has a really nice vintage jeep, the old Toyota jeep. So it was like from far, you saw that jeep, definitely is him. Because in our area, right, only him keeping the old vintage jeep. So he looking right at me. And you know what I did? I was like just, throwing the ball, right? Then I saw him. Then I just, I just keep quiet. I just go to my bicycle, bring my bicycle up to the jeep. Then I just sit back to the jeep. Then my father's just fetch me home.
Ooh,
So,
you are in trouble.
Yeah, deep trouble, someone's gonna hurt real bad. The what, Russell Peter thing?
Yeah.
Russell Peter thing.
Russell
Somebody's gonna hurt
Peters.
real bad. Somebody. That somebody is obviously you. So I was like, okay, I'm on the jeep. Then my hey James. Wow, we have lots of friends coming in. Thank you for joining us. So I was on the jeep and my father told me that it's just right, it's just right because I went to be honest, I didn't do it for the first time. I actually skipped for a few times before. So I was thinking like I should be able to, to cheat everyone. So just right that day, I don't remember what they trying to check, but they just call the tuition teacher and ask about is Lipwei here? Because later we might, go somewhere else. We want to maybe drop the key, whatever, things like that. So just that day they check on me and oh shit. So but the best part is when my father only that trying to share me what's happened, and he didn't do anything to me at all. He just keep quiet. Then when I went back to my place, right, then my mother tell me that she just tell me one thing. She said, if you really don't want to go, if you have no interest, then don't go.
Wow.
I mean for the tuition. Like for it should be 16 or 17. For that, what is that? Ferris Bueller. Please explain to me later.
Yes.
Okay. So as a teenager, I think I kind of I'm really confused because I was expecting, somebody gonna hurt real bad. But it turns out that they just use the the silence horror on me, and I felt that okay, I should think twice. I should have think twice. And I think that's actually changed me because one thing I there's no need for me to go tuition anymore. Yay! But at the same time, I learned to, it kind of reminded me about what is the true interest of myself. I mean, because I actually I would say I abandoned art for about like 2 years. I don't draw because I hate it, because I don't get to into that art stream, and I was really like, okay, I don't want to do anything about art. I don't want to have anything about art. But I think that 2 years is actually helps a lot, because afterwards, even though the incidents happen, um, and like some of my relatives, they actually suggest that, like which art college you should send your son to go for. Then my parents actually still allowed me to sign into this art college, which is called the One Academy. That's been the same college with like Ivan, with Kael Ngu, if you guys
No, oh
remember.
yeah,
Kao
Kyle.
Kao Ngu or Kael Ngu. I call him Kael. So um yeah, they still allowed me to go for the art college, which is, I think, is another turning point for me. And because I think I have those madness and craziest um 2 years in my very, very last secondary school.
Hmm.
So when I joined the art college, right, I felt like, wow, this is a place. This is what I
Lipway,
belongs.
Lipway, you were very fortunate. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah, yeah.
it's here in America, like, a lot of the Asian parents expect
Uh,
their children to have, like, those high-end careers,
mm,
doctor, lawyer,
ah,
things like that. It's like, "No, we came to America for you to be this," and your parents, even by our standards, they were
mm,
they were more interested in what you were interested in instead of what they were
yeah,
interested in for you,
yeah.
and, just hearing that is magnificent to hear that
I mean,
you had full
it's a
parent
good
support.
good inspiration, especially
Yeah.
for, I have some student asking me like, Lipwei, my parents still, stop me, they say art is not good, things like that. It becoming less, it reduced a lot, but there's still someone who been, um, tortured by by parents with that.
Yeah.
But I told them, I said, it's just a progress. Eventually, you are able to prove your parents that it's not that they are wrong, just that you prove that you worth it, and you should pursue your dream. I
Mhm.
mean, your interest, because with interest and your passions, it's actually lasts way longer. I would say is that I can draw until I die. Like it keeps you awake, that
Mhm.
it keeps you passionate, it keeps you just hold for a long period of hours. So I said it's fine, it's fine. But Eman, when you mentioned that, I wonder, is still happening this day, or is already gone? I mean, like, not that bad right now.
Well, it does still happen with a lot of the
Mm,
immigrant parents, the parents that do come straight from Asia. They
mm.
do still have that, traditional way of thinking,
Yeah.
but more and more kids are actually pursuing their dreams as opposed to their parents' dreams. So hearing this coming from you is a
Mm.
true inspiration to a
Yeah,
lot of the
yeah.
kids out there that do want to chase their dreams.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I mean, like, shout out to my parents. I'm
Yes.
fortunate to to have them. Like, I think another thing is that why they have such decision, because my father is actually a businessman, but I think the businessman, the thing, the occupation works differently here. I'm not sure whether you guys seen such businessmen or not. Because my father business, he was selling those product and goods which related to tailor stuff, which is like button, zip, cloths. What do you call that? I don't remember what the cloths.
Mhm.
Oh,
Silk.
uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it's called silk.
Wow.
So in our place, right, in our house, we actually have, it doesn't look like a normal house, because we have rack, we have those boxes, a lots of this type of accessories
So your
in our
house was like
living
a
room.
men's warehouse. You had all the suits and shirts everywhere for men.
I wish I wish you have all the suits, but it's just those tiny, buttons, a pack, uh, a lots of packings. So we have that in our living room,
Mhm.
and we have TV and sofas all together, and we have like a huge table. In fact, it's a two huge table, a L shape, and we have one is belongs to my father's. Maybe they doing some notes or some invoice, things like that, handwritten everything. Then the other desk was for my father's to when he need to pack things or need to arrange things. So when I was very very young, like when the time that I have my brother brought in the Dragon Ball Akira Toriyama
Mhm.
stuff. From that since on, I think until now my daddy still works. Just that maybe he's getting older, so he works slightly less, and the business had been passed over to my older brother. So when I was really really like a kid, yeah, rest in peace, Akira Toriyama is and also rest in peace Kim Jong Gi.
Yeah.
A lot of they I think they are art jamming in somewhere in the heaven. They're having fun. So my dad he was like weekdays or weekend, whenever he got time, right, I would see him working. Like he's not a really like a fast businessman to me, because I think he's just quite chill, do this, then the other comes afterwards, one by one. Just that I don't really see him like really stop. He's not those rushing type. He's like really cool, chill, but he still hang out with us sometimes. Like weekend we went to swimming pool, swims, but most of the time I could see him working slowly. So I think that's a big influence for me as well. My mom's as well, because my mom's is helping my dad. So both of them is like, just work, chill. Then I think I'm strongly inspired from them, because I think nowadays when I work, I felt like, yeah, the same thinking. I can work for, my whole life doing this. It's just a shame that I didn't, take over their business lah, because I go to the other path. But I think they are very proud of me. They are very proud of me
That,
because yeah,
that's
they made
fantastic,
the
Lipwei.
right decision, and they
Yeah.
for me.
They
Yeah.
really had your back. They
Yeah,
dad
yeah,
has
yeah.
this business, and typically it's the son or the children are going to take over the business, and they allowed you to pursue your dreams, and you have a fantastic story with that right there. Do us a
Oh,
favor, talk to us about what happened when you got to college. So they got you in. They said, hey, you know what? We're going to go ahead and support this dream of yours. We're going to put you through college. Tell us about college.
Sure. Hey, not roommates. Right. In Chicago. I wish. Hey, from what I heard, Chicago is the what do you call that, the real estate is like crazy.
Tall
Okay,
buildings too. Yeah.
yeah. I mean tall building, and the rental.
Oh, yeah.
The mortgage is crazy, I think.
I live in
Yeah,
San
you definitely
Francisco.
need a roommate in Chicago.
Yeah,
You
I live in San
definitely-
Francisco. Yeah,
I
Sorry.
hope so. I hope so. There's one day like we can like Joff. Just now we saw one of the friends joining us. Joff, I think Joff McCain. I didn't know if I pronounce it correctly.
Uh-huh.
He's been like promoting our art, and like you guys trying to get us to US, maybe for Comic Con, things like that. So much appreciated. Thank you for that. But hopefully there's really one day dream come true. Yes, hopefully I can be there lah. Renting the room together with who, I don't care. As long as I'm okay with anyone.
No, but not
So
not with Red. You don't want to rent a room with Red, please, for the love of
yeah,
God.
I can even like, if you guys got a place for me to even the sofa, I'm okay with that. Just joking. Like
Big spoon, Lipway.
Sorry.
You could be the big spoon.
Stop it,
No,
Red.
I'm small. You know, I'm small. You remember you guys sent me the
Yes.
the shirt, right? It was I think
That was Red.
let's say in Malaysia, I'm wearing this. It should be M size, but I think
Yeah.
you guys sent me the S size, right? Is it S size?
You had to
It's
give
like-
me us extra medium.
Yeah.
something like that, something like that. But it's way different. So
Extra medium.
I think if you let me pick a huge room, right, it will be a castle for me. Okay, so you mentioned about art college,
Yes.
right? Okay, let's begin with that. First thing first, I told Emans that I might, I might launch a drawing camp, but I guess we don't have the time right now. Enjoy speaking. By the way, before we continue, since we don't have the amazing duck race today.
Oh, wait. We will
Sorry.
have a duck race. We will have a duck race.
Today?
Yes, today.
Yes,
There will
today.
be a duck race. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you mentioned about 31st. You
Yeah.
want
We squeezed it in. We said, forget it.
Yeah,
Lipwei
we
wants to
said
do.
Lipwei wants it. We're gonna give it to him.
it will be. I have this one.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Nice.
that's pretty.
I'll put
Very
on.
cool.
Okay, initially I was thinking about having another camp, and I can actually sharing and coloring at the same time. Later when you jump into the IG page, you can see something similar, but it's cards. Thanks to
Wow.
my wife, because
awesome.
she was saying that you are good with cards. Let's get you more cards. And I was like, what are you planning?
The cardboard
she
is a big
actually-
thing too. A lot of people like collecting the cards.
Yeah.
but the
They do.
card is actually not that regular. You can see it's a palm size card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually bigger than the regular, such as upper deck cards.
Mhm.
It's slightly bigger.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Nice.
you can still see some pencil stroke,
Wow.
which I sketched.
Is this part of a giveaway tonight? Is this one of the
Yeah,
giveaways?
yeah, yeah, you
Oh
can-
my
yeah.
goodness. So everyone in the
I
chat tonight has a chance to win.
haven't erased it so that to prove that I'm not AI. Because I have friends, I had nowadays I don't want to tell who is that, but I do have friends that someone's want to claim the cards, I think, from the comment indirectly. Okay. Some of my friends, they already they
CJ is
are
very
really-
selfish. So don't worry about it.
don't claim me yet. It's not color yet.
No claiming tonight. Everyone's gonna have to wait for the duck race.
Maybe I'll screw up during the coloring. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you
I
want
mean,
to
if
claim
I
it.
like it, it's mine. My germs.
What else do you
Okay.
have over there, Lipwei?
So I have recently I have got into friends that they are already professionals, but they are still being doubt or suspect that they are AI artists. So we were joke to each other. We say, next time we really need to have those progress shot, have to prove that you are not robot. So things like that. I also have another this is the sample.
Oh, nice.
You have the real one here. It's nicely wrapped.
Ooh.
I think this book is only left about should be 10 copies
Wow.
if I remember it right. But I'm going to bring some to Perth anyway. So my son is messing around in the front. My wife trying to bring him. So yeah. So the book is actually full of those
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
fan art. I would say commissions, but I address it as a fan art that I draw. Okay, I should put it in
Oh,
the
man,
center.
that Erica Slaughter, I love that.
Ah,
Erica, that's beautiful.
I
And then
love
the Miles Morales right behind it that you just showed, that one's great too.
yeah. I think you guys saw it before.
There. Oh my God, look at that.
Wow.
Oh,
So
that's
these
gorgeous.
are mainly commissions for I want that book, CJ. You have it, you have it. So this is actually a book that featuring AI, I guess. I'm AI anyway. Artistic what we call that? Artistic
Influencer?
influence.
Artistic influencer.
Yeah. Artistic influence. Artistically inspired. Maybe like that.
There you go.
Lovely.
Oh,
I'm
there. CJ's gonna like that. See, he
I'm
is
inspired
AI.
from others as well.
Oh.
Okay. Hey, you have wow, you guys, your comment way too fast. I can't follow. So I was thinking about like I have a Deadpool. I actually print it blank here. It looks like a comic blank cover.
Mhm.
So whenever you bought the book, right, you can actually get me to sketch. So later when you guys went into the Instagram, you can see a lot which already done in Singapore Comic Con and Melbourne Supernova. So the next one might be
Oh, wow.
in Perth. Yep.
Oh wow.
Nice.
So yep. So book 2 should be coming out in late of 2024.
Oh,
I mean,
nice.
should be making debut in Singapore Comic Con. I think the timing lah.
Are those
Yeah.
available via like a website, your website?
Definitely yes. Just that normally we will exclusively made it for Comic Con people first.
Okay.
So right after that, you can book, you can have like pre-order, but we're going to send it out afterwards.
Okay.
But I do have a lots of orders, which is like they are really cool and chill. They will say like, oh, it's okay, you just take whatever time you need. And I would say like I really appreciated those buyers, but now it's like friends, So they are really kind to me and they give me a lots of time and I to finish them. Yeah, signing up for book 2. Okay, so of course
Seriously, I need a book. I need a book.
Yeah,
yeah. So I was saying that if we have a Deadpool, we must have a Wolverine. Right.
Oh,
Green. Nice.
look at
Yeah.
that.
Does book 2 have Eman's portrait?
Huh? Sorry.
Does book 2 have Eman's portrait?
You
of
need a
Eman
portrait of Eman.
in the nude?
Oh, in the nude.
I
Whoa.
can do it. You want to see on the cover or
Just not. Just don't do that around the kid. You don't want that around the kid. You don't want that around the
No,
kid.
no.
I thought we trying to be more open-minded. All right. We shouldn't, further develop this topic. We come back to art college.
There you go. College. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, so art college. Okay, just a few things, a few notes before art college is that when I was younger, I inspired by Akira Toriyama. Then slowly moving on secondary school, before I abandoned art due to the incident, I actually read more about Hong Kong comics, like Storm Rider.
Mm.
Do you guys know Storm Rider?
No, I've never heard of this.
Storm Riders, yes. Yes.
Storm Rider came
Stormy
out in the
Cloud.
US. Yep, Storm Rider came out in the US.
Wing Shing. So they have some others lah, which is like I don't remember what it's called in English. The Huang Yu Lang, Yu Huang Cao, the other competitors, which also release a bunch of comics, which is really really cool. Just that it will be more towards like kung fu stuff, things like that.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so before I went into art college, I actually more into Hong Kong comics within that few years. So those are like, everyone is wearing those cape. It's not cape, it's like Chinese kung fu costume. The cloth is way longer. I think it can touch the ground, things like that.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of, ridiculous because when you fight that, I'm pretty sure some of the cloths will flip with your own face. But it looks really, really cool. Everyone is like having the long hair, not as awesome as Eman's and K-pop ones, of course.
Oh.
So mine is way shorter. Yeah. So we in the One Academy, the art college I'm studying. So it's called the One, the One. Okay, the only one, something like that. If you Google, you can find it instantly. So because some of their mentor senior is actually doing illustration for Hong Kong comics, which is like the Storm Rider I'm talking about. They are the cover artists, and most of them they were using the traditional painting, which is using acrylic. So it's like a really really nice and attractive pieces when they put on to their commercials. Like I seen that in newspaper, we seen that in some, I think, some conventions, which is education conventions. We see those posters really really nice and attractive. And I do have relatives, my cousins. She's actually now she went to other company, but back in those days she's actually teaching in the One Academy as well. But she's more towards 3D animation. So I have 5 star. What is that? Okay. Okay. So I actually, my mom actually consult her and ask her about how this college, things like that. And that her name is Sok Hui. Sok Hui. So Sok Hui is actually teaching there, and she provide a lot of nice advice. And because she seen me drawing when I was kid, so she says that yeah, you should let Lipwei just go to sign into the One Academy. So yeah, eventually I moved to Kuala Lumpur from Penang. So it's like a 4 hours driving distance from my place. So I have to travel there, rent a room there, and start my college life there. So this college, like I said, some of their mentor is doing things for Hong Kong comics, and eventually they taught us as well. One of him, the other one that Ivan mentioned about earlier in his show, he says like my ex boss, things like that.
The Stephen Chow guy.
That story was
No,
funny.
I think Stephen Chow guy could be another guy.
Oh, it could be another guy. Oh,
The partner, right? You have the partners. So, in Ivan's ex company, if I say the name, people will know which company.
Okay, yeah, it's okay. Don't worry, but we don't want to get you in trouble.
Okay. So yes, but from me, I'm okay because I just salute them. One of them is Kinsan. So Kinsan is actually helping Hong Kong comics for illustration, as well as one of them is the NDA face.
NDA face. Oh, you can't say anything. The NDA
Just
face.
trying to be more fun. So Kinsan is actually helping Hong Kong, but at the same time, he also have I think a few issues that released with DC Comics. He's the interior artist for Batman, a few series. Yeah.
Nice.
So one of their commercial is like Kinsan is penciling those art, and we were like, wow, like comics, things like that. You are really really way excited. You want to get into that. So another guy is called Hoi Yuk. Hoi Yuk is actually another guy helping Ma Wing-shing as well. And yeah, Hoi Yuk is kind of like my ex-boss. There's once I worked with him closely. Okay, so never mind. Just these two pioneer, these two senior that works a lot closely with comic stuff, but they are more Eastern comics. Even though Kinsan touched a little bit to Western comics, like DC Comics, but mostly they are for covers. for the Hong Kong comics. So there's a few more names that we get to know during our study, but we are mainly inspired from them. And people like they will ask us to go watch things like from Drew Suzanne, if you know them, Drew Suzanne, Bud Forbes, those artists that with crazy details, crazy composition for movie posters, things like that. So we actually went through from foundation, pencil sketching, watercolor, perspective, then up to second year, third year, more paintings, acrylic, mixed media, airbrush, things like that. Again, I think I'm really lucky because we are in that era that it's kind of like traditional is slightly dropping out. Digital came in, but they were both still there. So we have 3 years study to get a diploma, but then I think about 1.5 years at the end we will have to deal with both traditional medium and at the same time digital medium. I think that is a really cool combination because nowadays much more towards digitally, but we can say we are old school lah. But I think at the same time you kind of go all the way back into something that is really pure, full of accidents, full of experiment, and you have just a little bit of control, and you really need to use the quantity. You have to practice a lot, you have to draw a lot just to get things right. So I think that is a much more healthy progress compared to I mean digital artists. We still draw a lot. In fact, I'm using digital as well, but we have the the one of the best, but it's also one of the worst, the Command Z. The undo button. The undo button is kind of like is a savior sometimes, but at the same time it might kill you. So yeah, that 3 years we have all those crazy stuff happening, but everything is on art. That's why I said the craziness I have in secondary school, I kind of like, I don't know, I just like forget about it. And in that 3 years, I was like, oh, I found my place.
Nice.
This is where I belongs. Like every day I get to draw. Yeah, I do have to admit some of the graphic design class I actually screwed it. Simply do it. I didn't take it seriously. Yeah, especially the history class. I just go and mess around. I mean, like nowadays, if come back to my job, I realize that how important those history of art classes they are. Like they even study about Southeast Asia culture.
Mhm.
And yeah, I have a very cool story about the Southeast Asia culture I can share with you guys later. So that 3 years, it went so fast because I think I just keep drawing, painting. And yeah, I met those awesome people like Ivan, Kael, Gerald, a lots of people, which they managed to brought us to art industry afterwards when we graduate. So it's a really, really fun journey.
That's
And my English is really, really sucks.
No, you're doing
No, what are you
great.
talking about?
Great.
No,
You're
I mean like
fantastically.
I don't see it as great now, but I see it as we are able to communicate. I don't see things like I have to talk like you. Sure. I don't see it that way because okay, starting from
Yeah,
art,
don't be afraid of my perfect English. Okay.
yeah. Perfection. I mean, as imperfection in me myself, my talking, my speaking, my art. I mean, I'm artistically inspired. I'm not AI or what.
You mentioned Control Z. Do you
Yeah,
if you go from digital to
Traditional.
traditional, do you do this?
I don't have. You know, that's a very very quick story to tell. Is that I do a little bit of education nowadays. I
Mhm.
only part-time lecturing 1 day in a week. So because previously like I think last few year, my art manager HK, he got me a sponsored Samsung tablet. So it's nice, because you get to draw things
Oh,
just with the
nice.
Oh wow.
it's really
Yeah.
really good. So I mean, Apple Pencil is also good.
Yeah.
like my wife, she has iPad Pro, so we are okay with digital. But that's the thing, like I use Clip Studio lately for those digital line art. If my client tell me to do so, if they need those digital line art. So there's one time I have to admit it. I think there's a few time when I do the lecturing in art college, right? Sometimes in a whiteboard, I will draw those sketches, and sometimes I will draw a line. Afterwards, I try to tap twice. I think K-pop like she knows, like because I didn't zoom in, but I tap twice. Tap twice means undo in
Yeah,
Clip
well,
Studio.
Is that up there?
it's the erase board too, so you probably erased your lines and had to redo it. Yeah.
Like, okay, one line here, then I tap. And the best part is I tap and I tap another time just to why is the line still there? So I have those craziness tapping. But I just tell my class, I say, oh, okay, I've been
That's
influenced by
funny.
too much.
So
But it's good that I'm awake.
uh-huh. So Lipwei, we've heard about your influences from Akira Toriyama, and you mentioned also Kim Jong-gi. What other Asian or Asian American artists have influenced you and your work?
Wow, there's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, like, always, let's say for manga, because I started with manga first, inspiration, definitely Akira Toriyama, then Kazuhiro Otomo, Akira, Akira, the actual Akira manga, then Naoki Urasawa, the 21st and 20th century boy, and Monster, Pluto. Yeah, Pluto. Reading Pluto is like they foreseen it how AI might happen.
Oh yeah.
Back to or the first, I mean, the original creator for Pluto is Osamu, is it? 手冢治虫
Tezuka?
Tezuka. Osamu Tezuka, is that correct?
Tezuka. Mhm.
Yeah. Because sometimes I don't remember the names, right? I remember faces, but names sometimes I need to refresh my memories. So a few of them, especially like that I should call him Tezuka or Osamu.
Osamu.
Tezuka.
Mhm.
Osamu, yeah. So Sensei Osamu, like I spoke in previous show, I said one of not only his art inspired me, but the way I mean, like, with all the respect, I mean, how he passed away also inspired us as an artist, because I would love to imagine that, I die halfway drawing, like I'm getting old, draw, then halfway up, I'm
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
That's it. So at least I can draw all the way until I'm I'm old and I just eventually die. So for manga, a few of them, but definitely I won't say honorable mentions, but I'm a really really greedy person, so I love all. I kind of like what I won't mention. I'm a positive guy, so I kind of like, oh, this is good, I love it. This is good, I love it. I just try. So I don't remember the Gao Qiao Liu Meizhi. There's an artist who draw Inuyasha.
Oh,
If you guys know
Inuyasha.
Inuyasha,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
Rumiko? Is it Rumiko?
I don't remember her
First name.
Japanese name, but the
Yeah.
Gao Qiao Ru Meizi is her Chinese translated name.
Yes.
So
I love
Inuyasha-
her. Rama one
Yeah,
half. Lum. Yes.
Oh,
Good stuff.
Inuyasha
Good
and
stuff.
Yes.
I love Rama
what
one.
Luanma
Uh-huh.
Luan in Chinese translated Luanma Rama, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, so
that's one of
so
my
her work
favorites.
is also very, very nice. And Takehiko, Slam Dunk.
Oh
Slam
yeah,
dunk?
yeah.
Slam dunk?
Slam
brush
Dunk is a
Oh,
classic.
yeah.
in Slam Dunk, he didn't use the blush that much yet. They will go for the what Maru pen, G pen, all those things, right? Then afterwards went into the what Vagabond. Is that called?
Vagabond.
Vagabond. Yeah, Vagabond. Wow, the brush is crazy and
Oh, some good stuff.
crazy. Yeah. So a lots of good stuff, and I would say, yeah, it's good lah. Everywhere is good. Yeah, Inuyasha and Rama's rules.
Yeah. Were you into the mermaid trilogy as well? Mermaid Forest, Mermaid Tears, and I forgot the other
Also
one. But,
the
that one's good too. Same mangaka. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I should go
yeah.
and dig it.
Yes, you
Oh.
got it. Yeah, I got it.
But there's too much. There's too
So
many.
it's a lot, I know.
So, like Naoki Urasawa, Billy Bat. I didn't finish it nicely. Although like kind of confusing for me. That's my RAM is only like 16. No, it's worse than 16. I think 8 gig, 8 gig RAM. I only have 8 gig RAM. So, some of the comics seems to be a little bit too much for me. But Billy Bat, I don't really understand it. I did, research and listen to those explanation, but still respectful to the art, and I love how he play along with those, how he kind of like squeeze in the story in those true incidents. And for Western side, wow, there's even more. Like previously, I mentioned about like Jorge Jimenez.
Whoa.
Jorge
John
Jimenez.
Jang,
yeah.
of course, John Jang. John Jang is like, it's like I really couldn't imagine. I hope that one day he can show us like how he able to do those like I don't know how to call it, but it's like a 3D.
Yeah, it's
You
3D.
felt like you are wearing those red and green color spec
Yeah.
to watch his art, and that is crazy. I mean, crazy and creative at the same time. So like Jorge, John Jang, Simon. I'm not sure whether I
Simone de Mayo. Yes.
Simon. Okay, Diet Run. Diet Run. I didn't know his stuff, and then Kyle actually, he just spoke to me. He said, hey, "You should look at this guy. Like he's so good in his not only on the cover but the interiors as well. The lighting he plays, the shape, the composition, everything is so good. And of course, there's a lot. Recently, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I didn't have like Belen Ortega, Osred, Alan
Oshred.
Hua, Osred,
Oshred's awesome.
Stanley, Ajum, Derek Chiu, a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like Morbius, Morbius also. Morbius. Is
Yes.
it called Morbius? Morbius.
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 Of course,
Yeah.
I think he's really Stephen Segovia. Yes, Stephen also crazy. I mean, like Stephen. I also met him in Singapore. Like the fanboy moment starts, and then it was like I think the one of the coolest thing that I slowly find out, because for Comic Con, I think so far my experience is just Singapore and Melbourne. I think we can chat a little bit about how it seems for me.
You're directing the show. Go whatever you want, Lipwei. Tell
And
us,
we
you know
should
what?
have a great go back.
I know at some of the cons you ended up meeting quite a few of the artists. Tell us about that. And of course, Red wants to hear about the very first time you met John Jang.
The first time I have been Singapore's Comic Con, it was 20. Okay, now it's wait my mathematics very sucks. 20. Okay, 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 2022.
Uh-huh.
First time being there. I was like, I'm so nervous and I trying to be focused, and I didn't get to really like, walk around, say hi, things like that. And even though I have the chance to, have a quick 10 minutes walk around, I was looking at, like Kyle, Alan, them all, they were busy. And I was like, okay, I won't go and bother them. Like Derek, Art Germ, I was just, from about 10 meters away, and I was, admire them. Then I just slowly walk away. And 2023, I have 1 year to prepare. I actually, have those courage in me, become better, right? You become more willing to speak with them. So I start to walk around, and that's the last year I quickly go, and I know John Jang is going to be there, so I quickly go there, and thanks to you guys, you sent me his the comic slab earlier, right? Yay, thank you. So I actually I brought that, and I try to get picture with him. So he was like, hey, because I went there, I'm wearing a mask, so I was like, I acting like a buyer, I was like, how much is this? How much is Then he was like, this is what. Then I was looking at him, and I take off my mask. He was like, hey, you. Then he was like, so I think, to be honest a little bit, I kind of like have some strategy, because I want to experiment whether he can remember me. So yeah, I was lucky enough that, yeah, you remember me, man. John Jang, I always one of your huge fan. So I said, can I take a picture with you, just a selfie? He said, sure, come on. So, but his booth is like surrounded by people. People are queuing up, so people was like, what is this guy doing here? Just came in, act like a buyer, then he just cut the queue, things like that. But I I've been preparing this for a year. I don't care. You guys just queue up. I get the selfie first. So I was like, hey, I don't want to bother you. Yeah, just keep doing your awesomeness. So I actually try to squeeze my time, and I able to walk around, take picture with even like Stephen. Stephen Segoa was like the same thing, because he's trying to ink something there. I still remember. I think he's ink wash something. Should be Batman. I think he's doing a Batman commission there. So I was like, go there again. I'm wearing mask, so I was like sneak to his side, and I've been staring as he's drawing for I think about 10 seconds, until he felt that someone is behind him. Someone is beside him, and he was like, hey. Then he suddenly like, hey, Lipwei. So, I have all those fun, because I felt like, just looking at you guys through the screen, right, is really surreal for me to being there, just few centimeters away, and I get to talk to you. And yeah, so same thing, chit chat, and eventually also walk to our place, our booth. kind of a huge deal.
You're kind of a huge deal.
I'm rich, but I'm still act humble. Fanboy. So I actually spoke to them. Who else? Derek, Kyle. I also make fun of him because we knowing each other for quite some time. Because I'm wearing mask, sometimes people didn't really, realize that is you in the first place. So it had been really, really fun. And in Singapore, I felt that, no offense, but everyone is much more serious, focused, and like time is like tick tocking all the way. But when I went to Melbourne, wow, it's a whole new world to me. And I met so many nice artists there, like David Yardin, Mark Ratz, and Alex Trepachet. Alex Trepachet is actually working closely with Patrick Brown, if you guys knows him. So Patrick Brown is actually one of the like a very very great artist working along especially for the game industry, card games, like board games, things like that. So he one of the project I'm having closely with Atomic Mass Game. There's one time I heard from the art directors, she showed me one of Patrick Brown reference as a reference inside the brief. So I was like, I asked the art director, I said, is Patrick Brown working in this project as well? He said, yes. Do you know him? Things like that. So I was like, oh, Patrick Brown is working in the same project with me, Even though I know him, he doesn't know me. But Alex is working closely with him. And Alex is like really, really cool guy. He actually, like I chat with him about Patrick Brown as well. So he was like, he said, you know what? I'm gonna message him now. Ask him if he knows you, things like that. Because I keep telling him that I know Patrick Brown, but Patrick Brown doesn't know me. He said, I'll prove to you, you are wrong, Lipwei. You are wrong. So Patrick Brown was like, on the messenger, he replied that, yeah, I know him. This guy, have cool arts. So I was like, to being recognized. I mean, like, I know it's like maybe it's just a tiny stuff, but regardless of things like art, but it's community, it's friendship. Like you guys, how you guys brought me into this. Everything is about just simply care and support, and everyone is doing things for art. So yay,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's adorable. It's adorable.
I'm
Yes.
glad to have the Star Trek, especially like John Jang, like my heartbeat.
So
Because
we have a couple more questions for you, Lipwei, okay?
yeah, sure.
Just a few more.
I'm not sure whether I'm doing too much.
No, it's okay. We love hearing these experiences. Your experiences are it's refreshing to hear that an artist isn't just working in the art, but you're also a fan, and it's quite obvious.
It's a community. I will say I'm learning more and more about this so-called community, because I you can see that our culture, we don't do that much. I mean, recent years there have been slowly more and more, but then when I was younger, there's nothing like this. And I bet that you guys in US, you have more of this, even those when you were young.
Yeah.
Like maybe like teenager, things like that. Yeah. So I learned more.
So let me ask you this then. You're in the industry. You've been creating comic covers. You've done them for Image and Aftershock. What are the three? To give me three characters in Marvel and DC that you would like to do a cover for.
Oh, you guys have been more smarter already. Now you have like three.
Three.
Like previous show, you were like, name us the characters. Like now you have requirement. You have three. By the way, my wife and son, they went off already. Yay, party! You can see me waving goodbye because my son have to go to school today. So my wife is fetching him. So yeah, like let's have some beer, No, just fresh water.
This isn't water, Lipwei, by the way. This is 24 ounces of some good stuff.
I don't drink. I can't. There's one very funny story I can tell. In Melbourne, we actually have that after the Comic-Con, right, they have a session that because okay, I don't remember the name. Let me search a little bit.
Mhm.
Actor. Tamura Morrison.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know that the
Fett,
Boba Fett.
yeah, Boba
Wait,
Fett.
the
Boba Fett. Yeah.
More
the
Orson.
Aquaman's daddy, I think. Aquaman's daddy as well. The actor.
Mm-hmm.
So Boba Fett actor actually were there with us in the same room because we were, invited as a guest. So we get into the same place, hanging out a little bit. I love how he's
Like a green room for the guests.
yeah, green room. That's what they call it.
Mhm.
So we were there, and you get to know so many people, and it was like I felt really surreal. and the best thing is about wait where I'm going with this. Fanboy. I'm already lost. But I just want to say, okay, we were in green room. Okay, before this, what were we talking about? I was talking about
You're being a
Oh,
fan.
Comic
sorry, the
character.
water. Okay, the water.
Yeah.
Luckily, I still can backtrace. Okay, so the green room, you have everyone having drinks on their hand. So we arrived there, and uh, I'm with Red Coat, another awesome artist that you guys should check out. Red Coat, he's with me. Then HK, our art manager. So we went into that green room, and I was like really terrified that seeing like Tamira there, a lot of artists there. I was so excited, but I don't drinks. So HK is actually, he requested for I think a beer or something like that. Then the next one up, it was Rickwood. Then Rickwood was like he doesn't drink as well. Yeah, Rickwood is awesome as well. So Rickwood doesn't drink as well. So Rickwood was like, go to the bar and say, okay, give me a Coke, Coca-Cola, Coke. And that girl in the bar there, it was like, okay. So grab a Coke for him. Then the next one up is me. I was like, okay, I would like to have a Fanta. I'm not sure whether you guys know Fanta.
Fanta.
Oh,
Fanta.
Fanta. Yeah.
Fanta,
It's
yeah.
just a soft drink.
Orange drink, right?
Huh?
Is it
Yeah,
an
the
orange soda?
It has like
yeah.
five,
Hold on.
yeah,
I
five
was
like
like,
the colors.
try
Yeah.
my best to act as cool as I can. Fanta, orange. Thank you. Like when the way they look at Red Coat, I was like, oh, we don't get a beer, we don't get something, we get something like soda. It's like so that is but I just it's just fun. It's just fun because I don't drink. But I think it's cool to react that way because I felt that it's just a place. It's just a fun reaction.
Yeah.
So she was like, okay.
Oh man.
Wait, so where were we before I went into this water? My wife and son went out before that. Fanboy. I mean, like for Perth Supernova, I get to meet, other than Tamura, okay, Melbourne, Karen was there as well. Karen, I don't remember Kuru, the actress from The Boys.
Oh.
Karen. See, I don't remember Fukuhara. Karen Fukuhara.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Karen was there, and I managed to show her my art a little bit as well because HK been chatting with her on the bus. We other than green room, we get to travel with them
Wow.
on the same
Yeah.
bus. So he was like, oh,
That's pretty cool.
yeah,
Okay.
Karen Fukuhara.
Okay, go back. Go back.
Okay,
Go back.
little bit.
Top
I
3.
Okay. For Perth, Sophia is going to be there. Sophia from Loki. The Sylvia.
Oh,
Sophia.
perfect. Look.
Wow. Hey, oh, yeah. I didn't see that. Okay, great,
Yeah.
great, great.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
Melbourne, I think I was still shy. So let's see what I can do in Perth. Maybe I will be more well prepared. Okay, so let's get back to the three.
Yeah.
You were saying three characters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
three Marvel and three Marvel or DC characters that you would like to do a cover for.
Okay, but I think if you change eventually, time to time.
Yeah.
Right now, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Ooh.
Can I squeeze them into the first one?
That's okay.
2 in 1, since their movie coming out, which I get to sketch later. Wow, it's a tough choice. Batman and Joker. Let me 2 in 1.
Okay. All right. All right. Choose 6. Just do 6. Okay.
Yeah, I told you guys, right? I'm a greedy person. So, Rogue. Rogue.
Rogue. Okay.
Nice.
I always don't. I always fail to pronounce her nicely, but Rogue, Rogue and Gambit.
Rogue and Gambit.
Oh yeah.
No, those are great choices.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Okay.
Miles Morales. Spider-Gwen. Yeah, you see, I can keep.
All the spider people just make one.
Yeah.
I have this. I think this is my problem though. Like, I really like Loki. I just love everything. I'm sorry, I don't have the perfect
It's
answer.
okay.
No, it's okay.
No, because you guys are not the only one who asked me that. So I always has a very, very bad answer.
No worries. We have a. Oh, go ahead, Katie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you pick Deadpool and Wolverine just so that you can one up Ivan?
No. Again, I would say it's no. It won't be a battle because I don't want to fight. I surrender. I will surrender. I mean, like surrender is in the first place. It kind of mean it kind of bring to the win-win situation for me. I don't have to fight it, right? I mean, like me and him. Okay, about him. Telling you guys about the Vegeta and the Goku things. It's not that bad. It's actually just a simple story. Because like I told you guys in the background just now, I think the audience didn't hear it in the first place. So when we were in college, there's a period that we have junior and senior entering the same class. They actually arranged that, just that the subject is actually traditional painting subject, I remember. So it was acrylic painting on canvas and illustration boards. Then I think third year, there's another one which is mixed media, which we have to deal with airbrush, painting, watercolor, things like that. So they purposely put in senior and junior so that it's kind of like creating a more positive learning atmosphere for us. So the competition start from there, because we get to see, like, today we brought in a painting which is good, but later maybe the lecturer will say that, you see, junior can do better than you guys. They are doing this, doing that, and it's like competition on that stage. Then it carries on because after we graduate, I'm a batch senior than Ivan, so I actually went into the education team first. I've been recruited as a we call it how are we doing nowadays today? Okay. So I recruited as a education member, and then I think after 1 or 2 semester, because Ivan actually went, I think he went to the studio first. Then afterwards, he came back to join the education team. And by that time, other than doing education, teaching, we actually being sent to some studio as well to do that, some training, things like that. Because, like I said, when we were studying, we were having traditional medium and digital media at the same time. But when we are teaching, eventually it comes to a point that the One Academy decided to, okay, let's go for concept art. Let's go for entertainment art. More games, more movie, animation at that stage. We are good as everything still talking about arts, right? So nothing conflict, but we still being sent to studio just to learn more about concept art, like character design, things like that. So storyboard, included storyboard, animation board, things like that. So by that time, me and Ivan, we are still in the same team. We have been recruited into the environment team. So the other friend, they were like characters, art, character design, things like that. But like for me, Ivan and the rest of the team, we work more towards creating the setting, the staging, things like that. So maybe like sometimes we go to the director, then director will say like, oh, yours one is better, Ivan, yours one is even better, things like that. Yeah, that's the I think I believe the Goku and the Vegeta thing that you mentioned. And probably because he's more silent, he's more quiet, I'm more noisy, there's the contrast between us. Now even better because I have shortest hair, he have the longest hair. It's like totally different person.
So you're saying you're Goku?
He's saying I'm Goku.
No, are you saying you're Goku and he's Vegeta?
Yeah. He says that he's always evil. He's always full of negativity. I'm positive, but
Okay.
that
makes sense.
He's not true. Listen to me.
Can
No,
I be Yajirobe?
Sorry.
Can I be Yajirobe?
What? Which one?
Yajirobe? You're gonna pick Yajirobe of all the people. You're picking Yajirobe.
Oh yeah.
When we read comics, we read the Chinese version. So maybe the name is.
He's the big fat guy who.
Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah. Because when we read the comics, right, it's already translated Chinese. So like, let's say like Goku, Vegeta. Okay, I can recognize because people talks more about it. Then the other names, I was like, okay, who is that? But once people let me know that either they are Chinese name or they describe it, okay, I can remember it, right? Things like that.
That's awesome.
So I think eventually, with trainings and okay, of course, the drawing style I think is also a competition, but you can see how contrast, how different between me and him because like he mentioned, he's more towards into painting. Then I'm more into lines, ink, and I'm into interior pages, storyboards, things like that. I love them more. So maybe he'll feel like, okay, I'm battling you, things like that. But I mean, like sometimes we talk through the phone. We just friends.
Yeah, you guys are close.
Yeah, he was like, one thing about him, he sometimes like I chat around with people time to time, like Kyle, Alan, my friends. Then Ivan, one thing about Ivan be like, hey, Lipwei, okay, seriously, what do you think about my art? He would be asking questions like that. I was like, nothing's wrong, what? It's good. It's crazy good. Then he was like, no. Tell me, if you can spot any problem. I said, no, there's nothing. So he was like, like in, like when we chat privately, he's really humble. He's just a cool guy, just that, he don't act like that, but normally he's okay. He's way cooler. Just that like he talk about rivalry, things like that. It's just fun.
That's
It's just
awesome,
fun.
Lipwei.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're gonna move into we're shortly going to move into the giveaway. So everyone watching right now, if you guys see the ticker at the bottom, make sure to enter hashtag Lipwei.
Yeah, man.
And we have a couple of giveaways for everyone who enters that right there. So I want everyone to get a chance to be able to enter that Lipwei. But before we do that,
Can
is
Sure.
there
Lipwei show
any
that?
is there what was that, Red?
Can Lipwei pull up the stuff that he's gonna give away?
Yeah,
Well,
sure,
here,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, at least it will be a card, not yet color. Not yet. Going to. I should have brought up the cam, and I can chat with you guys, draw at the same time. But yeah, you guys make me too happy already. So I guess I will just focus on the chat. And yeah, a card or either a book. Sorry, this is a sample book. What you will get will be the new one, and most probably there will be a head sketch of Wolverine here.
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome.
I was thinking that I can draw at the same time here, but I guess I enjoy it too much.
No
So,
worries.
No
Yeah,
No
worries.
worries.
you're gonna
Who
see.
can have you for drawing back, right? Who could have you back sometime and draw?
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah,
come
sure.
on back.
Yeah.
And then
One
uh-huh.
more is
I have one more.
Oh, okay,
Katie, go ahead and make me big, please. And then on top of the sketchbook that we're going to give away, I'm also going to give something away tonight. And so we're going to choose one winner, enter hashtag Lipwei. So other than the sketchbook and the sketch, you're also going to get an original Guile
Ooh.
that Lipwei drew that he sent over to us for a giveaway. And I felt like tonight was appropriate to give this away as well. So you guys will get this. I'll make sure to put it in a frame for you guys. But yeah, this is gonna go. All of these are gonna go to one winner tonight. Make sure you enter hashtag Lipwei for your
Yay.
chance to win
So
all.
it doesn't
of these
matter
prizes.
what. It doesn't matter international shipping or not, right?
Well, it's technically international for him, no matter what.
Yeah,
so it's
that's
all
what I'm
right.
thinking. So that's what I'm thinking.
unless we have a Malaysia audience here.
Yeah, and I'll do international also. Don't worry about it. You know, so
yeah.
Sicko,
Cool with that. Cool with that.
Sicko, everyone, just go ahead. You know, we would definitely want to be able to
Absolutely cool with
spread
that.
Lipwei's art here and make him bigger again, Katie, if you could. Lipwei, is there any work that you can show us? Any upcoming work or any upcoming covers that are coming up that you can show us?
Sure thing. Hey, before
Ooh.
that, before this, we spoke about last time our session, right? Especially for those who know me for quite some time, maybe more than 10 years, and they don't recognize me now. I actually, after our session, I found one of my old picture.
Oh wow.
Nice.
So
How old are you there?
Aww.
Should be 23, 24 or 5, somewhere there.
Okay.
So this is the last session, like previous session, we spoke about the 42 kgs I was in. 42 kgs, it will be 85 pounds. Is it?
Yeah, something like that.
I was really skinny that time.
Wow.
So some of my friends, if let's say I'm your long lost friend, right? Yeah, it's me, Lipwei. I'm still the same guy, just that I have slightly different body.
Wow.
Because some of my students,
working then those pull-ups that you do in your balcony has been giving.
it's actually my how to say a family area upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have like I bought a nice a nice pull bar, 120 centimeters one, which is more in I don't know what they heavy duty. Yeah, more heavy duty one, because normally you get to there's a hook put at your door side, right?
Yeah.
That one is slightly maybe lighter duty. So eventually I bought just what do you call that? The punch. Is it punch? Wait.
Blind
Oh,
punch?
drill. I drill.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
drill.
Good
Yeah,
the
drill
outside
in
wall,
the
okay.
bar. Yeah. So Because I work out a little bit, and yeah, but this day my workout is very, very weird. Like my friends, they did ask me about my workout. Then they asked me, "Do you work out anymore?" Things like that, and I said yes and no at the same time because there's some story again lah for this weight gaining, or actually weight gaining is one thing, but the other thing that sometimes I will share with my friends, even my students, is about health. Like because we want to do it for long term, we should taking care of our shoulders, neck, and up to the arms because you need that. Yeah. So going back first, I keep running away from the topic. What were you saying again? I'm forgetting.
Any upcoming upcoming
Okay.
covers that you can share with us?
Hey, thank you for bringing me back.
It's okay.
Yeah, like I said, I borrow my wife's place here. Okay. There's one I would like to show as well. If you guys see this.
Oh wow. Oh, Spawn?
The spawnery. The spawnery.
Oh, Spawnuary? Yeah.
Yeah. I have another one with the gunslinger spawn, but it's already sold. So this is
Wow.
it
That's
has 4
phenomenal.
deadlines, right? It have 4 due dates. Each week it has, I think, gunslinger spawn. The first one was spawn, then gunslinger spawn, then Scorch, is it?
Scorched.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Scorch.
Scorched.
Then the final one should be any villain. So the villain I use the the clown, and I keep forgetting
Violator.
about Violator. Yeah, Violator. Yeah. So
Nice.
this I found it because I forgot about. I still have this that piece of original art with me. So this okay.
I can hear all the art guys are like, "Oh my god, I see his folder. I need all of that right now."
Just ship that over, please, international.
What is that? Sorry, international. Oh, okay.
Just ship it over international. It's okay.
Cannot.
To my
I have
address.
to keep some for myself. Okay, these are some of the pages for disputed territories.
Ooh.
I wish I could do Street Fighter covers.
Nice.
I love like Ryu, Akuma, Chun-Li's, all them, like Gao.
Yeah.
Okay,
Love that ink work.
some of the for me.
So these are from the comic book. You do interiors,
Yeah,
right?
the disputed
Yeah.
territory. Again, shout out to the writer Michael Inson. He's been, I won't say supportive, but extra care for me. He's being patient. He's especially the freedom that he provides to me, which is really, really good. I felt like, I felt comfortable, and I can really, adding some extra frame, some ideas. Okay, I should be center.
Wow. Beautiful.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I don't know how should I
Yeah,
place this?
disputed.
Okay.
Yeah, disputed territory.
Okay.
Wow.
So this is already up to, okay, this is the 3rd book. Okay, this is book 3, but because before book 3, he actually got me skip a few episodes to do the book 9 first. So I actually up to this point I already did 4 books for him. 4 issues for him, and there's another one coming up because right after this I need to jump into book 4 already. Yeah, so some of these.
Sweet.
Do you have any
Yeah.
pieces from Dual Power Bomb?
The power bomb. I think I have. I
That
have the
cover for
art.
Dual Power Bomb was amazing. Yeah.
Later I show you.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, a little bit more because this is fresh, like hot, fresh from microwave. Like you can see. Yeah, I just messing around.
I love
guy's
how you're
got
having
jokes.
oh yeah, he's having such a good time. Those are amazing.
Yeah,
I
they are
just
hot.
thought, because I told my student as well, because like right before this, like just now I said my English sucks, right? But like when I was college, there's lots of story to tell with. Then eventually I think one, makes my communication switch, kind of like switch it on, is when I work out in the gym, when I trying to weight gaining, there's a lots of story to tell. But that is one time that my friends actually helped me to understand that yes, communication is one big thing. Like you have to talk to people. It's okay. It's okay. We are imperfect, but you have to talk to people. Like just be cool with them.
Yeah.
And yeah,
This is one of
And
my
you're doing an incredible job at this, Lipwei.
yeah. Because like my student, like like in Malaysia, I'm not sure about the other country, but like I said last time, my generation, parents thinks that art doesn't bring you to anywhere. Then slowly it does getting better, but then typical artists, let's say out of 10 we might have about 8 up to 9. Like we always do this, right? We are introvert, we are like always drawing, you hunch your back, you only do that and you don't talk to people. I mean, like in you using keyboard, you can comment, chat, anything. But when it comes to face, you kind of like, okay, I don't know how to talk. I better send you the message. So I says that this is not gonna work, because you have to talk to your friends, your classmate, up to your seniors, up to your clients. You have to convince them through communication. Sometimes talks things out. So I think so eventually I learned to don't be
so
ashamed of
Lipwei,
ourselves.
are you available for like page work right now? If somebody wants
Sorry.
to hire you, are you available for interior work right now?
I believe I couldn't until somewhere near August.
August? Okay,
Because
okay.
after book 4 of Disputed Territory, I do have another comic pages project is on hand, which is they call New Tokyo. I forgot the name, sorry, but something to do with Neo Tokyo. Is another really, really nice issue that I couldn't show yet because I only have the sketch. But
Mm.
it's to me, right? I really, I excited because like for Disputed Territory, I get to draw a lot of Western stuff, wild stuff, horses, cowboys, guns, fight, things like that. Then when I move on to the Neo Tokyo city project, right? Futuristic, some
Cyberpunk.
awesome characters, cyberpunk, yes,
Uh,
and car chasing scene. It's like an initial D for me, like it also have some really huge creature, something like Godzilla, but is different. So
Mm.
you have a lot of nice elements in there, and
yeah.
I
I
noticed
wish.
on those ones that you don't have a lettering yet. Someone else is doing
I don't
the
do that.
lettering.
I don't
Oh,
do
you do
that.
the lettering too.
No. I
No, no.
only cover the arts,
Okay,
the
right. Okay.
line, the panel. Okay, I'm not sure how to describe it or to explain it, but uh, I think normally you guys work like you have the story from writer, then the script, then you have the panel or the pencil at the same stage, right? Then eventually you move to the inking, then only for the coloring, right? So my one is a little bit tricky, I would say, because I do the paneling and I actually skip the pencil and I'll do inking right away
Wow.
because I no no nothing. I think nothing to amaze, just that I try to skip because I'm using digital tools to do the paneling. So I will try to do as details as I can.
I see.
Sorry. Can you guys give me a minute? Just 1 minute.
Sure.
Let me get one thing.
Oh man, we're getting treated tonight, you guys. Lipwei's showing off all the work. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, so everyone watching, again, thank you guys for coming by and hanging out. Make sure to enter hashtag Lipwei for your chance to win a couple of pieces of original art. We definitely want to be able to put these pieces into your hands tonight, you know. And big thanks to everyone coming by. Oh,
I forgot to plug in my laptop. My laptop is actually shouting that insufficient of
Battery.
insufficient of battery. Is my mic okay?
Yeah.
yeah, you sound great.
Okay. So where was I just now? So I actually skipped the penciling stage because I have a very detailed paneling. I can zoom in, right? So I try to do things there. And then, of course, I use pencil to sketch, but I don't do the actual penciling.
That's
But
awesome.
I'm able to do it if you previously there's some clients that say some commission me and they say can you just do like a penciling commissions. I say okay. I'm okay because as I do inking, I just need to revert it back a little bit, just
Right.
make it as like I ink with pencil. That's it. So I think because my culture, everything, right, being greedy, all those things, and I'm being more being as flexible as I can. Yeah.
Lipwei, on those
Hmm?
pieces that you just showed, are those? Do you eventually? Are you going to eventually sell those, or what's the plan? Do you keep your original art?
Of course, I'm okay to sell them. I did like last year in Singapore Comic Con. I asked Michael. Michael was there. Michael Hinson. He traveled together with Scott Collectibles. I think, if I'm not mistaken. So he was there. He's a really really nice guy, cool guy, and he was really tall. Like a army. So I chat with him and I said, yeah, you just take because I brought the folder. I don't remember is book 1 or book 2, or I bring both. Then I said, you just pick some. I actually initially I thought of like giving him
Oh,
because
wow.
because it's so like you are the writer and you hired me and you give me like copies and you marketing with my names, and I felt like it's not like a huge thing for me to do it. So I was like, hey, Michael, do you want some pages? You can you can take it if you like it. Then he's picked about, I think, 10 pages out of that 2 books, which if I got chance, I might steal it back. Some of my favorite.
You
But
picked all
okay,
the
lah,
good
okay,
ones.
let it be, let it be. So he brought some of them back, and the nicest thing from him is that he says that afterwards he told us that if people likes it, they can check with him. If he sell it, he will pay me back. So I think is again it's like a like just friend, okay, nothing harmful. Then eventually things will just go right.
Yeah.
Okay, and last but not least, ding, ding.
Oh.
This is
World
again
Tree.
very hot, very hot, very hot.
That's World
Sorry
Tree,
about
huh?
that. Don't worry though, the ages is still fine.
Nice.
The performance, don't try it at home so that your original art is always good.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
funny.
we want a 9.9 for those CGC.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yellow label, is it?
You drew fear really well on that one.
Ah,
This is for World Tree, right?
yeah, World 3, I think, okay, it's not yet out. So for the Comic Corner, but of course the final result is not going to be like this
Uh-huh.
because I did have some adjustment or some mood covered using Photoshop before I submit to the Comic Corner. And they the best part about this cover is first thing, the Comic Corner when they talk to me, they always mention about like Lipwei, we like you to have more towards traditional medium, and which I love it because I said it's good. Like I can have fun with watercolor things like that, and like the previous one, Thundercats. You also saw that I use more towards watercolor. After ink, I will go into watercolor. So with that, I have a nice freedom with traditional medium. Majority, at least I keep the majority in traditional medium, ink and watercolor. The other nicest touch from them is that, Lipwei, can you get some Fallout vibes into the cover? I said, well, yes, why not? Like, I haven't watched Fallouts yet,
Mhm.
but feel free to do spoiler on me. I'm okay with that. Totally fine. Like Eman and Race, they know how I'm good with spoiler.
Yeah.
I'm welcome spoiler all the time. So, they want that bobber head thingy.
Mhm.
So yeah, I was like, oh, it's so nice, that. Then they have you can see
Bobblehead,
here
though.
this is still blank, but at the end they will add on the under net tag because
Oh,
the
yeah.
bobble is supposed to be wart tag, right?
Yeah,
Wart
yeah.
technology, yeah. So they have this touch, which is it's like really. I felt like I'm being educated. They teaching me new stuff, so I felt like, wow, this is really nice. I always believe that, like clients or writers, they have their 100%. Then we as artists, we might as well have our 100%. So in total, we will have 200%. So I'm really fine that if they have, any requirement on me, and I will just try to do it with my style. So it's like a 200% win-win situation for both of us. Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, Thundercats, I don't have it anymore. It's already sold for the original art. So we can only see it in the social media. Yeah.
No worries. You know what? Matter of fact, everyone here, head on over to Lipwei's Instagram page. What's your Instagram, Lipwei?
Lipwei, nowadays I think it's easier. You just Google Lipwei Chang.
There you go. And Katie's been
I
dropping the
think this
link.
is a really nice.
There
And
you
Katie's
are.
been dropping the link all night. I'm sorry that we didn't get a chance to be able to share your art on your Instagram, but everyone out here, look! Oh my God!
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I
there's
think
is that
power
do a
bomb.
power bomb?
Wow.
And then that's canceled right there on the left
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
I
They are
got
still
that
with
one.
If
My
you want to
goodness.
be their owner, let me know.
Oh, see, selling those, you guys.
Mhm. Cool.
I did bring
my
to I sold off a couples in Melbourne as well.
Nice.
So some
Beautiful. Yeah, that is do a power bomb, Willie.
Wow.
closer.
Oh my goodness. And these are still available. Are these available for purchase? All of them?
Yeah, sure. Just let me know.
Yeah, why not?
You
Sure.
you guys can actually like talk to me, like send me the link that you have eyes on it. Like let's say grab from my Instagram, then you just ask me whether is this still available. I'm okay with that.
That's awesome.
As for Perth Supernova, I'll be announcing pre-con commission as well next week. Next week, because I still trying to catch some of the, I still trying to settle those important due dates this week, included one of the important shows here. So yeah, after the week, next week we will do a good announcement about the pre-con commissions. Yep.
Nice.
Well, we
Definitely
cannot
doing it.
wait.
Definitely doing it.
We cannot wait for that announcement, Lipwei. I believe everyone is ready
Wait.
for the duck race. Are
One
we?
second.
1 second.
All right, last chance. Get your
So
hashtag
you guys,
Lipwei's in.
so you guys, after the duck race, you have to go off. You don't have your party.
We're gonna have party on May 31st.
What
You
what
guys-
is the time? Anyway, may I know what is the time at your place, you guys?
It's 10 p.m. now.
Everyone's the same.
No,
no,
it's 1 a.m. here.
it's already
okay,
tomorrow for Katie.
I'm in the. You're in the future. I'm in the mid-future, and they're in the past.
K-pop, is
Uh,
it? She's having the same time zone with me.
No, I'm 1 a.m. Let's see.
Oh, you are 1 a.m.
Nam, did you add this person right here? They just entered.
Okay, I'll enter her.
She did.
Can you add Lipwei there?
At Lipwei.
Just joking. Just joking.
Add Lipwei. Hey, you're getting save on shipping that way. Super bundle.
That look okay?
Less
Yep.
than 1 second.
All right, that's it right
Should
there,
be all
you guys.
good. Yep.
Then we're all good. All right. Before ending this interview, we
All
are
right,
going to
Lipwei.
run this duck race. You
How
guys
old
are
are you? So I'll put that number in here.
Oh, name me the number.
yeah,
10.
10.
Oh,
Uh,
Oh,
nice.
he wants a quick
Hey,
one.
no. Wait.
How old are you, Lipwei?
20. Oh, how old are me?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. 37.
Okay, you try to lie. Okay, I see. You try to lie. I understand. Okay, that's fine.
All right.
I'm 87. I born in 87, right? 87. 84. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
My
All right.
mathematics sucks, but I can calculate.
We're all set for the duck race. NammaN, whenever you're ready, my friend.
Okay.
right.
Shuffle. Anybody want to suggest number of shuffle?
3.
I'm gonna say 3. Okay, somebody says 3. So I'm gonna 1, 2, 3. Shuffle.
Wait.
Okay. What?
Nothing. I just messing around.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
All right.
Let's go.
The winner of this gets a sketch cover, and an original Lipwei Guile from Street Fighter 2. Sicko's ahead. Sicko
Sicko,
Canada is up
You
front.
shouldn't be exhausting energy.
Shane
Uh-oh.
Darcy came in at
Uh-oh.
the very end, snuck in there with her last
Uh-oh.
hashtag. She's still in the lead.
I'm just
Oh
in
no,
jail.
what's going on
Okay.
here?
Sicko's coming
Sicko's
back.
looking to
Sicko's
come
coming back.
Oh,
Sicko's
really?
coming back.
Really?
No.
Oh no,
No!
Shane
Oh,
Darcy
Froggy.
and the winner from
Oh, snap. Froggy.
Brawler.
Way to go, Froggy.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
You're gonna end up winning this. You got this Guile right here. You're gonna get a couple of sketch arts. Go ahead and hit me up on Instagram at Eman's World of Geek Frog Brawler. We'll collect your information there.
You know, it's really good that my wife and my son went off. Otherwise, I was like,
There he is.
Lipwei, one more time, thank you so much for joining us tonight for this Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month interview. We all completely appreciate you and your time. Thank you for sharing everything, my friend, man. You have some amazing work, and you're one of my top 5s for a reason. It's because you have phenomenal work, and on top of that, you're one of our friends, and we appreciate you. Lipwei, do us a favor. What was that, Red?
And he's wearing our shirt.
And he's wearing our shirt. That's right.
How much you got paid for that? How much you got paid for that? Okay. Secret. Okay.
So, Lipwei, one more time before we let you go, let everyone know how they can find you on the social medias.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys can just Google me, Lipwei Chang. And then normally okay, you can go to my Instagram. I'm more active there. And yep, I'm available on Instagram, Facebook, Station, and Twitter. I still confused about how Twitter works sometimes. So Twitter will be the last one normally I post. You can see that in my Twitter, I actually kind of like lost track. So normally Instagram and Facebook come first.
Perfect.
Awesome.
And then Otaku, Katie, Red, NammaN, let everyone know how they can find you guys on the social medias also. Otaku, let's start with you.
Yeah, just I think I'm Otaku Tour Guide, so it's at Otaku Tour Guide for everything, YouTube and Instagram.
Perfect. Katie, what about you? How can people find you on the social media?
I am the K-pop _ junkie everywhere.
Red, what about you?
Oh, you can find me on Tuesdays and Sundays on this channel right here. See them.
There you go. That's sure. And then NammaN, how can they find you on the social medias?
It starts with A, comic bookworm. That's it. A comic bookworm. Yeah.
Perfect. And then you guys can find me at Eman's World of Geek on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for stupid videos. And to be honest with you, you know. What was that?
You're too old for TikTok.
I am too old for TikTok. So one more time, panel, thanks so much for assisting with the interview. Lipwei, thank you again so much for your time and for sharing everything here. And then to the winner, congratulations out to you.
Frog.
And thanks to everyone for hanging out, you guys. Until we see you guys again, we're gonna call this an end. Good night.
Thanks everyone.